Greetings, one and all. We've got Love Them Knives here. What are we talking about? We're talking about the Solarstorm by Ochs Worx. Eric Ochs, a custom knife maker. And I've seen his custom knives, and I've seen the prices on his custom knives. And then that was all it took. And then I go, but this is affordable. This is way more affordable than one of his custom knives, although one of these days, I'm going to get one of the customs too, because if you look at his Instagram and stuff and the different custom knives that he posts on there, they're pretty incredible. And, he's done a lot of stuff, collaborative stuff for CRKT, Columbia River Knife and Tool, which is where I met him. I met him at the SHOT Show at the CRKT booth, and it was Ken Onion and him and Richard Rogers and Flavio Icoma and, just everybody, Jeff Park, etc., etc. So, but he was always very nice to me, even though I'm a nobody, right? I'm just there to do videos for my patron people and viewers and just kind of report on the show and show what I can for those who are unable to attend. But he's always been very accommodating, great sense of humor, just a very everyday kind of guy, okay? But also a knife maker and obviously great knife designer, and these knives are very nice, very nice. Now, they're not real heavy and they're not real long, but they're reasonable size. And let me see if I can ever find my measuring. Almost 3.5 inches. That's a Mongo knife for Eric. What possessed him? He must have been feeling crazy that night. 3 3/8 there, so 3.4, maybe you want to say, at 87, 88, not quite 90, but close to 90 millimeters, 7.5 inches over to all at 19 centimeters. Okay, not too shabby, not too shabby. Let's see, what does it look like if you compare it to the Paramilitary 2? Oh, baby. Ooh, what do we got going on with you? I just pulled this out of a thing the other day. This is the M390 here, by the way. Okay, a little smaller than my M390. I guess I better throw some stuff on you and clean you up. This is after the move out to Florida. But yeah, I mean, it's smaller than that. It's lighter than that. Not a whole lot. But it's like 3 ounces as opposed to, well, I guess this is more like 4 ounces actually. Yeah, 3.8. Yeah, okay. This is 3, right on. Okay, maybe 3.1, however you want to define that, at 87 grams. But the Solarstorm, huh? Different than the Osprey. If you, hold on, let's just get this out of the way for the moment. Pull this up here. I'll give you the link to Ochs Worx. That's where you can buy them, right? And they're going to sell out pretty quickly because there's just a limited number, okay? And these are available immediate delivery as 12 in stock of the Arctic Storm as of this airing, I guess. And then it'll give you, pause and read. You can, black carbon fiber weave, and then olive drab micarta, that kind of thing. And then this and whatever. Dimensions, there you go, 3.34, at least that long. And just under 3 ounces. Let me see what else. Oh, it's a hollow grind, by the way, and it's M390. All right, and you get a padded case, ceramic bearings, all that. Let's see, the Solarstorm there in black carbon fiber, also in olive drab micarta, also in that copper camo fat carbon, okay? And then if you can see, I mean, or if you remember the Osprey, which was, where is the Osprey? I thought it would be in here, but it's not. Okay, never mind. But the Osprey was a little bit smaller, by the way. So, and you go, well, who's the OEM? And I believe this is Reate. So, you know, I can tell you some knives that do not have quite the name, like Ochs, on them, that are being made by Reate, where they're charging what, $350 to $5 something for them. So this is right there, if not on kind of the lower end of that spectrum. And oh, well, by the way, let's grab a piece of paper here. Haven't done this yet. Okay. I would say, you know, just slicing through here slowly, it seems like very little drag. So that's pretty doggone sharp for, you know, a production knife. And so it's on the sharper end of that scale. Check it out. Fit and finish is really nice, but how do you knock, you know, a Reate made or OEM knife? And I don't think on his site he names them. So, but correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's who did the Osprey. So nothing, you know, I don't know where you're going to go and get a higher quality OEM knife maker, to tell you the truth. This is pretty seamless here. Let me see where my balance point is. Okay, nice. How about the drop? And maybe that it's pretty quick over the detent ball. Maybe it'll be a little bit more drop shutty if when I get done disassembly, reassembly, and maybe adjust the pivot a bit. We do have this accessible from both the front and the back. And then, of course, there are screws here. None here. This is pretty open right here. Let me look at this real quick. Wow, these are number 8s. You know, this kind of, you know, telltale right here, because you know, a lot, you look at knives where they have screws on the inserts and stuff, and you go, well, they kind of got to be a number 6 because they've got to be kind of small and this and that. But this right here tells you you can put a number 8 in there, and it still looks fine. So, I mean, it's nice to have number 8s. And I don't know about this. Wow, we got number 8s everywhere. So that's pretty impressive, actually. What's my lockup look like? 25 to 30%. Got a hardened steel insert there. Of course, design flow. I mean, you know, if you're going to start ticking things off the box, I think Eric Ochs, it kind of goes without saying, the design flow is going to be there. That would be super surprising if it wasn't. But yes, it's there, and blade to handle length, and yes, we are all where we need to be. A little area back in here to roll this lanyard through, so that's kind of nice. You're not really going right through the casing here. It's kind of built on to the end, so it's not inhibiting like blade length or doing anything weird there. I like having a backspacer. I think that finishes a knife. I don't know if I'd want to have a knife this classy and then have no backspacer at all. So, yeah, I think it really needs one, and therefore it has one. This Arctic Fat Carbon Arctic Storm, it looks good. I'm not seeing voids or issues with it at all. Ergos, I mean, this is pretty open right here. This is a straight shot deal. And you know, this here, So perfect for the first two fingers. I mean, really fits in good for me. And also, you have enough of a choil here, whether you like it or not, okay? There's some guys that's like, yeah, you're just wasting blade length, cutting length, you know, when you do that. You're either a choil guy or not. I'm okay with this. Okay, I'm okay. But most of the cutting I'm doing is like doing this and doing, you know, things where I'm only probably using really a couple of inches on the tip. I'm usually not, you know, using the entire length, like if you're cutting an apple or something large diameter or something. So, okay. That's just me, though. But yeah, this is nice. Hollow grind. I think, you know, he's thinking of a lot of things. I mean, the design flow, the weight, the overall length, how carryable is it. So all that. But then you're getting enough blade, you're getting a decent flow of design. You know, there's a lot going on in the considerations you have to give it. That really there are a lot of details to take care of. So, and there's your blade stop, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I like it. The fit and finish is good, if I didn't already say that. And in the box, by the way, you get his pouch. And then this is what he did for the Osprey, too. And, okay, so first of all, you get a chamois the size of a, you know, a minivan. Okay, so you're good there. That's a beach towel, actually, for the Geico Lizard, maybe. But it's a beach towel. So you're good there. What else have we got on this box? And nothing. But obviously, probably that means Arctic Blue or Arctic Storm, you know. So, and then, of course, I cut through there to get her unsealed. So that's probably put on last and then shipped out, etc. But stitched pouch. And it's all good. What do you think? I kind of like the blade shape. It's an interesting compromise. You know, it's giving you like good contact patch and all that kind of stuff. Actually, you could use it for food prep if you wanted. It's not that blade. I mean, the flipper tab's not kicking you up too far away there. You're pretty good. And maybe not a direct piercing thing, but enough to get through materials. So I kind of like the overall look of it. I like this swedge coming down here. That tip's not very fragile at all. It's pretty hardy. So I think that was a good choice, and I like the overall look of it. Now let's see how I'm going to get this thing apart, because I don't know which is the side I ought to open up. I guess it's going to be this side. Kick that one open, and what are we doing? Okay. Oh, okay. I got nothing else I could do on this side. I'm kind of screwed. Okay, let's do this. And I guess the pocket clip's coming from the inside. So what am I doing? And then I've got a screw, but it's under the pocket clip, which I cannot access until I take this off. Okay. Ooh, oh yeah, well, okay. Now that makes sense. Okay. Hold on. Let me get this out. Maybe I didn't go far enough. Okay. So the screws obviously are long because they come from the backside. I wonder, they come from the backside, go all the way front, and they are not magnetic, so it's titanium hardware. Okay. I'll get you. Now, let's find out where we are. Let's pop this off. All right, and by the way, we've got, it's clean on the inside, isn't it? Wow, that's really clean. Hold on. So I wonder if you wanted to remove these inlays, if you could. I'm not going to push too hard, but I wonder if you could. It's seamless here, but interesting he did this. Although maybe it lines up with something that's coming through here. Come on. Okay, there goes my bearings. Let's pull this off. Let's get this out. Let's backside here. Okay, backside. Where's my front side? It's over here. Okay. Hardened steel insert, ceramic detent ball. There's your blade stop. There's how to get to your pocket clip. Here's holding your insert in on this back side. So if you want to take the pocket clip off, and then you can expose that screw under there, and you could take that off. But you do have an over travel stop, so it's actually not necessarily the inlay that acts as the over travel stop. Sometimes that's the case. But it's really clean. It's really clean. Okay, so this is the log bar side. This came through from the back. And all this came through from the back. There's your blade stop. Here's your ceramic bearings, and they're pretty standard fare. Okay. For a knife this size, I think that's basically all you can do logically. Well, I got my pile of hardware here. Shouldn't be too tough to put this back together. We've got the steel washer in here. I reckon we can put our stop in there. We can put this back through. So this is round, and I don't see anything that's D-shaped. So come on. I don't know, but what what you're going to have to do, of course, if you get too much thread locker on there, and there was none on there to begin with, which is fine. That's the way I prefer it. But yeah, you can throw your backspacer off. What you can do is just, come here, get back on here. You can get access to the front and the back because they both have a number 8 entrance. So you don't have to really worry about it. It's not that big a deal. And so if that's the way you're going to roll with it, so be it. Otherwise, if you're not going to have a number 8 on the front, or you're going to not want to have one on the back, whatever, then you need to have a D-shaped pivot or something to keep it from spinning, possibly. And let's put our blade on here. And we are good there. Right here, okay. Our stop, and then we put the bearings in here, and then we'll just load the washer right on top of them, and then we can put this on, and then we should be done primarily, except we're going to have to put these big old long screws back through, and I think they're the exact same length. And they look to be, yes, the exact same length. And they're number 8s. And let's get this lined up so we can get it through here. Okay. Okay. And get my number 8 here. And we're good there, and then we got to get our pivot screw here on the front, loaded back down. Did I forget anything? It looks centered right up. I felt it pop right to the center again, and I think I've done everything I can to make sure that this is too locked down. Too locked down. Okay, that's better. Now what do we got? And we're still centered. No play. And we want to just take a chance and go a little bit more. Okay. Okay. And we do have jimping on top of the flipper tab, but that's not really where I'm attacking this thing. So I guess really if I had had my druthers, maybe I would have run the jimping over the top and not needed it here. Not really going to push button. It's really going to light switch. But we're good. So what do you think? The Solarstorm. I sure like, I like the fact that it's very light, very easy to carry. Still got, as far as I'm concerned, 3.4-inch blade. So it's reasonably decent size and really classy. You know, made by one of the top manufacturers out there. Fit and finish is good. Materials are premium. And of course, the design, it flows. It flows, baby. Check it out. I'll give you the link to Ochs Worx and, of course, to his Instagram. And see what you think. We do love them knives, boys. That's what it's all about. So you guys stay sharp.